Alrighty, today we're all about no experience and very beginner-friendly work from home jobs. I have 5 new opportunities for you. They're not call center, and I'm not seeing them all over the place, so that means less competition for you. And one of them can be full or part-time. So let's not dilly-dally, let's get into them. So the first one I'm sharing is with Cardinal Health. This one is for a medical documentation representative level 2. It is full-time, it is remote anywhere within the United States, and you'll work Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time zone hours, but you don't have to live in the Eastern time zone. Just translate your local hours to those hours. So in this job, you're going to make sure all medical documentation is complete and accurate so patient orders can move forward without delay. This includes contacting doctors' offices, following up consistently, and ensuring the company has obtained everything needed for insurance providers so equipment can be shipped and delivered on time. So it sounds like you're going to review a whole lot of information and documents before an order is processed, and you're also going to do a little bit of customer service, contacting doctors and or patients if you need additional information regarding those orders. They tell us they prefer you have a high school diploma, GED, or equivalent experience. So you don't even need a high school diploma for this job. They also prefer you have basic math skills, and they prefer you have medical and healthcare experience. And all of those things are just preferred. They're not even required. So this job does not require related work experience. And they tell us right here they'll pay you anywhere from $15.75 up to $18.50 per hour. Now, if you do have a little bit of customer service experience, definitely start your salary negotiations up at the higher end. And if you like this job, make sure to get your application in by May 20th, 2026. So our next opportunity is also with Cardinal Health. This one is for a reimbursement solutions analyst. It's full-time remote anywhere within the United States, no location restrictions. And what you do in this job is oversee the evaluation and clearance procedures as well as treatment orders in the contracted outpatient hospital setting. The goal of this job is to provide a detailed outline of clearance criteria as well as prior authorization and advocacy identification for procedures and medications scheduled to be given in the outpatient hospital setting. So in other words, you'll evaluate data input schedules from facilities to load work items, collaborate with facility EHRs to gather data to support diagnosis and medical clearances, and identify advocacy opportunities as it pertains to patient-specific situations and insurance status. You'll apply proper clearance criteria and discuss medication options with pharmacy physician and patients based on accessibility and availability. So that's the gist of what you'll do. They have more details. If interested, read through the details. And to qualify, they tell us they want you to have 0 to 2 years experience in a related field preferable. This job is open to fresh graduates, so they're really not requiring related work experience in this position. You have strong Microsoft Office skills. And then you have all your typical soft skills you need for just about every job. You're self-motivated, a good communicator, and you have excellent interpersonal skills, to name a few of those soft skills. And when it comes to the salary, down here at the bottom of the job description, they tell us they'll pay you $27 per hour, and you need to get your application in by June 26, 2026. So here's a very beginner-friendly work-from-home job. It comes to us from American College of Education. This is for a student success coach. It's full-time remote anywhere within the United States. I did not come across any location restrictions anywhere on this job description. So in this job, you'll be responsible for providing student support to American College of Education students. You'll be directly responsible for retention and outreach of an assigned student population and work collaboratively with enrollment, admissions, registration, and academics teams to ensure all questions or concerns are addressed. You'll provide technical support throughout the student life cycle from enrollment through graduation. The hourly rate for this job is $23.07 per hour, and this is a good opportunity if you have a bachelor's degree and some customer service experience. So if you ever dealt with the public in any capacity, that would qualify as customer service experience. You have knowledge of Microsoft Office products, and you have your typical soft skills. So that does it for this one. Let's go into another very beginner-friendly opportunity. It comes to us from U.S. Anesthesia Partners. This one is for a clinical onboarding coordinator to work the AOC division. It is full-time. It is remote anywhere within the United States, with exception of California, Hawaii, or Alaska. They're not hiring in those 3 states. So you'll play a critical role in ensuring the smooth transition of new anesthesia providers into the organization. This role involves coordinating various aspects of the onboarding process, from the offer acceptance to the commitment of the assignment, to ensure that new hires are fully prepared to deliver high-quality anesthesia services. So what all that means is you'll coordinate employment requirements, including background checks and DRUG screenings. Sorry guys, I had to spell that word. You'll serve as a primary point of contact for new hires, providing support and guidance throughout the onboarding process, and communicate regularly with the recruiter and other stakeholders to ensure alignment and transparency in the onboarding process. So that's the bulk of what you're going to do in this position. They list some more details. If interested, read through the details. So if you have an associate's degree or equivalent combination of education and experience, this job has your name on it. They prefer you have a bachelor's degree, but that's just preferred. It's not required. They also prefer you have 1 to 2 years experience in a corporate setting. And that too is just preferred. It's not required. You're organized, you're an excellent communicator, you're comfortable using computers and software programs, you can work independently with limited supervision, and it's preferred but not required. Preferred you have ATS experience. So this is another really good, very beginner-friendly work-from-home job, and they tell us they'll pay you anywhere from $21.97 up to $35.14 per hour. So our last no experience beginner-friendly work-from-home job looks like it could be either a part-time or a full-time opportunity. I'll get into that in just a minute. So it comes to us from the company Rivero. They have an opening for an enrollment advisor. It is a contract opportunity, so that means you more than likely will not get benefits, and they're not going to do your tax withholding. So you'll be the first person prospective patients speak with during the enrollment process. Your job will be to help people understand the benefits of the program and how it can help them to achieve their goals. Basically, you'll be a resource, supporter, and source of information to make things easy for prospective patients throughout the onboarding process. So you take incoming calls from prospective patients explaining how the Rivero program works and generating excitement to start the program. You'll monitor patient progress throughout the onboarding pipeline and help with scheduling provider onboarding calls and following up to make sure accurate health information has been submitted by the patient. You'll help patients schedule labs and get patients over the finish line to be an ongoing source of support and assistance. So for this job, they don't require related work experience. You just need your typical soft skills, which consist of excellent communication skills. You have high EQ, you're empathetic, you're detail-oriented, you have strong technical literacy, and you have a passion for the company and its mission with a desire to share the company's approach with others. Now, they do list some nice-to-have qualifications. They're just nice to have. They're not required, but they include prior experience working with people directly in the following areas: sales, business development, outpatient nutrition counseling, motivational interviewing, implementing various behavior change techniques, health coaching, and health counseling. It would be nice to have a growth mindset with openness to learn and set aside the ego, and you're comfortable with ambiguity in a startup environment. Now, I said this job could be either part-time or full-time. They tell us right here one of the nice-to-haves is the ability to commit 20 to 28 hours per week with flexible hours. So that tells me they have a preference for those of you who are willing to work part-time. But as we take a look at the application, scrolling down here, they do ask us, are you looking for a full-time work or part-time work? So I think you do have the option of working full or part-time. And as far as the salary, they tell us they'll pay you $28 per hour. So if you're looking for a no experience needed, very beginner-friendly work-from-home job, I gave you 5 opportunities in this video. Hopefully one of them works out for you. And if you're looking for more beginner-friendly work-from-home jobs, you can find some in this video right here. So thank you so much for visiting. I truly appreciate your support, and I'll meet you on the next job lead.